What's up everyone, we're going to be going to the best NBA player props on PrizePicks today. Now I did want to show you the results from yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see we actually got 17 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. Now a lot of you comment wanting to see how many I got wrong, and I thought I'd show you in today's video. We only got 3 picks wrong and got 17 right, which is an 85% win rate. Yes guys, you heard that right, 85% win rate. So we're on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get an 85% win rate and get 17 picks right like me, win more bets and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord and meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon, should be linked down below in the description. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $4,500 just yesterday. Another member who won $100 for the 5th day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, the link will be in the description, so go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group, and I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily uploads. Alright, so let's get straight into the first pick. And when it comes to these picks, I'm not saying to chuck all of them into a parlay and hope for the best. Pick and choose the ones that you like and the ones that work best for you. So first pick we're going to talk about is Chris Paul for 25.5 points, rebounds, and assists, and this one is for less. Now when we look at Chris Paul, we've actually seen him go on the under in 1 out of the last 5 games, and they do face off against none other than the Portland Trail Blazers. Now when it comes to the Portland Trail Blazers, they do rank 15th when it comes to points allowed. On top of that, when it actually comes to assists allowed, we actually see the Portland Trail Blazers do rank 25th, and then rebounds allowed, Portland Trail Blazers do rank 23rd. So they rank very low in all categories, but the reason why we do very much like the under for this situation for someone like Chris Paul is due to the fact that when it comes to CP3, he is a guard, and Portland actually do a very good job against, the guard position. So because of that, we definitely are sticking to the under for this situation here. Now his average over the last 5 is 28.4. Now it is over this line, but we think matchups are super important, and the fact that Portland do a really good job at restricting, points, reps, and assists to the guard position, we think Chris Paul may actually struggle just a little bit. So because of that, we are definitely sticking to the under for this situation here. CP3, when it comes to his game, he's a little bit more of a shorter player, so it is definitely hard for him, to really get the flow going, especially against this, pretty tall Portland Trail Blazers team. Portland Trail Blazers do a pretty good job, in all assets. But when we look at what the bookies are saying, the bookies also have him favored for the under as well, so that works to our liking. And because of that, Chris Paul, 25.5 points, rebs, and assists for less, I think is a fantastic pick. Now getting into the next one, we're going to be talking about none other than actually Deni Avdija. So when it comes to Deni Avdija, as we all know, great player, and this one is a rebs and assist one. So this one's actually a combined one for actually 8.5, and this one is for more. Now when we look at Deni, we've actually seen him go in the over in 2 out of the last 5 games, and they do face off against none other than the San Antonio Spurs. Now when we look at the Spurs, we do see that they rank 5th in assists allowed, and on top of that, they rank 7th in rebounds allowed. Now, the reason why we do like the over, however, for this situation, for someone like Deni Avdija, is due to the fact that when it comes to Deni, he is a forward, and San Antonio Spurs actually do a very poor job at restricting, rebs and assists to the forward position. Now, Victor Wembanyama does a great job against the centers, but forwards is definitely where Deni, what his position is, that's definitely where they struggle, and that is a big reason why we do very much like, the over for this situation here. When we look at what the bookies are saying, the bookies also have him favored for the over as well, which helps us. And also, even though, some of the times he has gone on the under, the times he has gone on the under, he's gotten really close, which is what we like to see. So very consistent from that there, and because of that, we definitely see him going on the over. So Deni Avdija for actually 8.5 rebs and assists for more, I think is an absolute steal. Now getting into the next one, we're going to be talking about Nickeil Alexander-Walker. So Nickeil Alexander-Walker, or NAW, as we like to call him, this one's a great one for 12.5, 4 points, ribs, and assists, and this one actually is for more. Now we look at Nickeil, we've actually seen him going the over in 3 out of the last 5 games, and they do face off against none other than the Chicago Bulls. Now Chicago Bulls do actually rank, 24th in points allowed. On top of that, they also rank 28th in assists allowed, and then rebounds allowed, they do rank 28th as well. So because of that, we do very much like the over for this situation here. This one's kind of a no-brainer to us. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, great player, great usage rate out there. And on top of everything else, when we also look at his game, we tend to see that he does really thrive off easier teams like the Bulls. Now, when it comes to, his position as well, Bulls also do a very poor job against the guard position. I think Nickeil Alexander-Walker will be able to take advantage of this. Now, also, NAW has done a great job over the last 5, but his average over the last 5 as well has also been 13.2, which is great because it is above his line as well. Now, all signs point towards the over for this one. Bookies also agree so as well. Bookies have him favored for the over, so there's really a no-brainer type pick for us. NAW just has been playing great so far this season, and like we always mention, matchups. That's what's most important, and especially with a matchup like this, we definitely see him going on the over here, especially against an easier team like Chicago Bulls, but no disrespect to Bull fans out there. So Nickeil Alexander-Walker for 12.5 points, rebs, and assists for more, I think is a great pick. So as you all know, I do want to get these picks out to you as soon as possible, but PrizePicks is delayed with some of their lines, so here are a couple of players you should definitely watch out for when their lines drop. So the first player you're going to be talking about is none other than Brook Lopez. Now, Brook Lopez, fantastic player from the Milwaukee Bucks, and he's been averaging so far this season 10.9 points, 5.3 rebounds, and 1.4 assists. So he's done a fantastic job as center for the Milwaukee Bucks, but the Milwaukee Bucks have had themselves a really slow start, going 1-6, and now they do face off against none other than the Utah Jazz. Now, when we look at the Utah Jazz are also 1-6 as well with their record, so they're a pretty poor performing team. And Utah Jazz, when it comes to points allowed, do actually rank 25th. They also rank 29th in assists allowed, and on top of that, they rank 26th when it comes to rebounds allowed as well. Because of that, we definitely do see someone like Brook Lopez being able to go on the over in this situation here. Brook Lopez not only does have a decent usage rate in all departments, but on top of that, when it comes to the Utah Jazz do rank so low in all categories, and they also do a very poor job at restricting points, rebs, and assists to the center position, which we definitely think Brook Lopez is going to be able to take advantage of. Now, although Bucks haven't had, the greatest start to the season, we think when it comes stat-wise, we shouldn't see a big problem with Brook Lopez, and we should see him being able to go on the over here, no doubt about it. So definitely keep an eye out for someone like Brook Lopez, especially when it comes to his points and rebounds line. His assist line is a little bit too low, and we aren't really expecting a line to come out for that one. So definitely focus a lot more on points and reds. But like I always mentioned, when it comes to his line, keep an eye out first. If the line is under his averages, then definitely look to go on the over, as I definitely see a lot of value there. Now getting to the next player, we're going to be talking about Coby White. So Coby White from Chicago Bulls has done a great job so far this season, averaging 20.6 points, 4.3 rebounds, and 4.6 assists. So he's done a fantastic job for the Chicago Bulls. Now the Chicago Bulls so far are 3-5 on the season, and Coby White definitely has seen an increase in his usage rate from last season to this season, and they do face off against Minnesota Timberwolves. Now Minnesota Timberwolves do rank 10th when it comes to points allowed, 13th in assists allowed, and then also rank 9th when it comes to rebounds allowed. So they do rank pretty high in all categories, and because of that, we do very much like the under for this situation here for someone like Coby White. On top of that, when we actually look at Minnesota Timberwolves, they do a very good job at restricting points, rebs, and assists as well to the point guard position, which is what Coby White is. Now, although Coby is a great player, he doesn't have the highest usage rate in any of the departments, and we definitely see that being a big case, and we should see a little bit more of the star players from Bulls take over when it comes to their usage rates and points, rebs, and assists. So because of that, we definitely see Coby White going on the under here. When we expect the pace of this game to be a little bit slower, we definitely see that affecting Coby White as well. We shouldn't see the same amount of volume that we usually see from him, and because of that, we do very much like the under for this situation here, especially for someone like Coby White. So keep an eye out for him when it comes to his line. If the line is too close to his averages, then definitely look to go on the under. Now when it comes to which one to focus on, I think all 3 points, rebs, and assists, there'll definitely be a lot of value there, and you should expect to see as well a line for each one come out on PrizePicks. So definitely keep an eye out for his line and definitely look to go on the under. Again, to the next player, we're going to be talking about Deandre Ayton from the Portland Trail Blazers, and he's been averaging 14.4 points, 11.5 rebounds, and 1.3 assists. So he's done a fantastic job for the Portland Trail Blazers. Now the Portland Trail Blazers haven't really had the greatest record, going 3-5, but now they do face off against the San Antonio Spurs. Now when it comes to San Antonio Spurs as well, the Spurs don't really have the greatest record as well. Spurs are also 3.5 as well, but they do face off, when it comes to this matchup. And when it comes to the Spurs, we actually do see that they rank 6th in points allowed. On top of that, they rank 5th in assists allowed, and then rebounds allowed, they do rank 7th. So a very, very interesting stat line. Even though they do rank poorly, they rank very high in restricting points, rebounds, and assists when it comes to Spurs. And for that reason, we do like the under for this situation here. Now, this one's kind of a no-brainer to us, but we all know Spurs do a great job at restricting points, ribs, and assists to the center position, and a big reason for that is none other than Victor Wembanyama. So Victor Wembanyama, I definitely think is going to cause havoc to Deandre Ayton, and we may not see Ayton get the same amount of usage rate that he usually sees, whether it's points, whether it's rebs, or whether it's assists. Now, we are expecting more in the under for points and rebs. We doubt that there is going to be a line out for Deandre Ayton in the assist category due to the fact that he just has such a low usage rate in that department. So we definitely do like the under for this situation here, but I would focus a lot more on points and rebs. So finalizing it all, yeah, Spurs do a really good job at restricting points, rebs, and assists to the center position because of Victor, and we definitely see that being the tipping point on why we like the under here. So definitely keep an eye out for Deandre Ayton's line, and like I always mention when it comes to his line, if it is too close to his averages, then definitely look to go on the under. So guys, if you do want to win more bets and win more money, don't forget to join our exclusive Discord group by signing up to our Patreon. Should be a link down below in the description, or you can also find it in the pinned comment down below. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets and win more money today. So guys, I'll see you over there, and I'll see you soon. Peace.